All right, competitors, you can knock in 3, 2, 1, knock.
Hey, Alex. Pergolese with Spot Logic. How are you doing today?
Hey, nice to meet you. How are you?
Nice to meet you as well. I'm doing well. You mind if I take a seat?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Come on in.
How's the week going so far?
Pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy?
Yeah, I only got 10 minutes, so I heard a lot from Jordan and Pat. So I'm really just looking to learn about the figures and, adoption rates and all that fun stuff. So just looking to learn here.
I understand time is important. You're a valuable man. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to meet with me on a Saturday. So tell me a little bit about Tech AI and your role as a CFO.
I mean, we're growing like crazy.
Yeah.
It's been a roller coaster the last 5 years. And I decided that with the growing rates that I have, we can hire another 150 people, which you probably heard all about.
Yep.
And now it's kind of putting it to a stress test to see if we can actually grow in the same rate with the amount of people, right? So sky's the limit.
Right.
Or we fail, right? So,
all right, well, let's hope for no fail.
Yeah, we only have so many bodies, so
right.
hoping something like this could help.
Well, I have my business card with me here today, so if everything goes well or you have any concerns, feel free to reach out. Got my personal cell in there and also my email. All right?
That's good.
Well, my goal today is pretty simple. Let's start with an overview of Spot Logic so you have a sense of who we are, what we do, and then recap everything I spoke about with Jordan and Pat, and then get a better understanding for any challenges you guys are facing when it comes to that ramp process on the financial side. Is there anything you wanted to add to today's meeting?
Obviously, numbers guy, so
yeah.
I'd love to understand the return on investment, some examples of some other clients maybe similar to us.
Right.
And just overall total cost of ownership, because if I can't sell that to my senior vice president and CEO, then, I do have the checkbook for this thing.
Of course.
But, still, I'm sticking my neck out for a new technology. And we've done a lot of technologies in the past that didn't go well. So
understood.
We'll have some questions.
I got you.
To go through.
Of course, and we'll dive into those numbers.
Yeah.
First, I want to get a better understanding for any of the challenges that are kind of domino affecting on you. So, are you familiar with Spot Logic at all based off of any recaps with Jordan and Pat?
Yeah, you got the high level about the AI tool, helps with their discovery question abilities and gets them ramped up faster. That's the high level is what I got so far.
Yeah, and just to fill you in a little bit deeper, so we were built by a salesperson for salespeople. Our founders saw a gap in the market where tools were built for managers on the back end, but not sellers in live calls. So he built Spot Logic to bridge that gap and give managers visibility without having to shadow meetings and also making training really stick where it matters the most. How's that all sound so far?
I did not know that.
Great. Well, CFO, what's your biggest financial goals going into 2026?
Well, we're revenue, is number one, obviously. We have, every rep comes out with a $250K quota per quarter.
Okay, $250K.
Yeah, and so call it $1 million a rep per year, right? So we've got high goals.
Those are some big numbers we're talking about. I love it.
And if they don't hit those numbers, we're going to be lowering the amount of employees we have.
Of course.
In a bad way.
Hopefully we keep moving forward then, right?
Yeah.
So to recap where I left off with Jordan and Pat, so you guys' ramps are taking anywhere from 6 to 8 months right now. When it comes to discovery, that's where they're really getting dragged out the most. And that's ultimately pulling away time from your senior salespeople and managers as well. Is that all fair judgment?
That is what's going on.
And we agreed that quality of training still has to stick, but we're just looking to cut down that ramp process.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, Jordan's team does a great job. It's just that his model is not scalable to how much we're growing.
Of course. Well, I'm here to take that next step. So when you're looking at this slide right here, what stands out to you the most?
It's a long bar. I don't like it.
Right. That long bar is a CFO's worst nightmare. So that 24 to 36 weeks is where discovery proficiency comes into play. That's typically the longest part of the ramp process. And typically, this is where we see in your industry, those new hires start to fall out. There might be turnover right there. Is that something you guys experience?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes after a year and a half, the rep's gone. So I don't know if we lost him or her in the process. So it's, they call it attrition in the HR world, right? But it's either they're not making enough money, they didn't learn enough, and they bounce and they go to another software company. It's a churn and burn business, right? But I feel that if we got them proficient up front, maybe they'd stay longer and become some of our veterans, because we have veterans here that have been here since the beginning. players. They don't even
Right.
need coaching. They wouldn't even need any of
course.
this that you showed me
And this-
today because they're just natural sellers. They're natural born sellers.
Right, and this tool is actually built more for newer reps, so that way we're not wasting any of your guys' money and providing the most value. And how much does it cost for you guys to take a ramp process for one new hire?
How much does it cost?
Yeah, how much does it cost for one onboarding, one rep?
Well, like what we pay the rep?
No, how much it costs
Oh,
you
the
guys to
onboarding
come?
cost.
Yeah,
Well, if the onboarding takes 3 months, that's a whole quarter. I mean, I don't want to say that costs $250K,
yeah,
but I mean it kind of does.
yeah.
So
So
we'd like them to be, going in month one. I mean, that would be the ideal.
right, and I know time is very valuable to CFO because time is money, right? So where I left off with Pat was this 90-day A&B pilot program. What that looks like is 50% of your new reps would actually be able to use Spot Logic. This is something that we do to show you guys the actual how valuable it would be to look at a tool like this. So 50% constant, 50% use it. How's that sound?
So it's like a science experiment. So this is what you do with all your new clients?
Yeah, most of the clients
What do you
actually
do?
tend to do the A&B pilot program, but some of them go all in once they see that performance. In those first couple weeks, they upgrade to a full program,
Okay.
have all their new hires do it.
All right.
Yeah, so I know that Pat said that you're not looking for any hidden costs, and I'm here to assure you that that is not something that we do.
I see the
What
10K.
what you see right
Yeah.
here is what you get. There's no integration costs, no IT integration, so that's something that you're not going to have to worry about.
Yeah, IT integration. Salesforce was a hell of a one. Oof.
Right.
Still paying for it.
And you're a numbers guy, so let's dive into the numbers. So you've mentioned that your reps are bringing in $250K a quarter.
If they hit the number.
All right. Well,
They
this
haven't
might
yet, so.
this might knock your socks off then, because like I mentioned, if you guys are around 6 to 8 months on the
Yeah.
ramp time, this is off average industry. So in your industry, so 50K a quarter. Well, you guys are doing 250K. So we're reducing that ramp time all the way from 6 to 8 months back down to 2 to 3. So you guys are getting 1, maybe even 2 productive quarters back in your pocket. So 250K a quarter, that's 500K back for each rep that you're bringing on. I mean, what kind of impact could that have on your team?
I mean, that would be positive. We could actually keep hiring if that was the case.
Right. And
Yeah.
And in this example, it's just 50K. So if
Sure.
you were to do this and their quarterly quota was 50K, you're getting $7.5 million on your return on investment using a tool like SpotLogic. But you guys are doing 250K, so I'm sure you can imagine how much money that put back in your pocket, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, what kind of projects could you do if you had that much more money?
Yeah, no, I mean, and how fast, is adoption, like in your experience with some of these examples of some of these other clients?
Of course, that's a great question. And if you were ready to go today, I could add my team in here, and your team could be running with SpotLogic by the end of today's meeting. How's that sound?
That fast?
That fast, that's right. So, is there any hesitations on using a tool like SpotLogic after today's meeting?
Well, I mean, after the pilot, it's go or no-go scenario. We basically can choose to go forward. We could do this 50-50 thing.
Yes.
If all of a sudden, if it doesn't show, then we just pay the $10,000 and walk away.
So- That's a
Or
great question.
what happens after that?
Yeah,
If
so-
you see the results that we're looking for in that 90 days.
I brought someone to lead with you for that reason. So that's exactly what a contract agreement would look like. I brought that for you to keep so you have that. What it would look like is that $10,000 to the pilot program would then go forward to your guys' credit for this year if you guys decide to move forward. And I'm sure
1 minute
after you
remaining.
see that ROI, then that'd be something you're interested in.
So what happens after the 90 days then?
Yeah, so then it costs $30 if you want that manager visibility, and it's only $15 a month if you just want the reps using it.
Okay.
With that being said, is there any hesitations? I would love to set up another meeting with your SVP.
Yeah, I don't know if I get the numbers yet. So it's $30 a rep, whether the rep uses it or not, or
So
it's only based for new hires.
that's a great question. So it's $15 per month per new hire, or whoever
Okay.
that you want to use SpotLogic. And then if you want to have that manager visibility as well, then that would be a $30 fee. So $30 total for
Per
the
month?
Yeah, per user.
Per
Right.
user.
But like I mentioned, that ROI, if they're getting $500,000 back in your pocket a year, then it kind of cancels that out pretty heavily, right?
Yep.
So is there any reason you wouldn't want to move forward to another meeting with your SVP?
I mean, I think we can at least try the pilot
Of course.
and bring the pilot, I can deal with the 10K for 90 days, and if we see improvement, we'll have further.
All right, that's
discussion.
time. 2 minutes for feedback.
Also brought back.
Look at this guy, lamination. Lamination, a contract for me to sign right now. I like that.
Did you sign it?
No. Not allowing SVP.
You want to start down there?
Yeah.
Laminated car, too, but where you from? PA?
Yeah, Westchester.
All right.
Hi, I'm Daniela. I thought you did a great job
Thank you.
directing the conversation using your presentation. That had a lot of good details in there to be able to explain exactly what you're selling. Good job getting in front of, at one point you got in front of one of his objections. You were like, this is what Jordan said, and I know you don't want that, so let's just kind of get that out of the way right here. That was good.
Thank you.
And then the explanations into the numbers. Good presentation. I mean, you great pitched the whole
Good
thing
flow.
together.
Thank you.
Yeah, excellent flow. I mean, what sticks out to you on that slide? That was a really nice touch, really interacting with your presentation. That was awesome. Your visually was super helpful, and you really knew what was important to him, and you stuck with it, and I really liked seeing that. I also really appreciate that you brought something to leave with him. That's so important. Make them remember you, leave something on their desk. That's awesome. Yeah, I felt like it was your conversation.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, great job. You could have been a little more polished when it comes to like what happens after 90 days.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah,
really
because I'm a little blurry on that.
Yeah.
But I got the paper, so I got to chew on that.
Yeah.
Just sign the checkouts.
Just sign it. Sign it.
Yeah, that was great. I like the story that you told about like why the company's created. I think that's the first time I heard that.
Yeah, the intro. That intro about why you were created was
Yeah,
awesome.
and I think
Thank
that
you.
would land well. I like that like none of your answers, and you said there was something that was too long-winded, and it always ended with like a pretty thought-provoking question that hit the pain points and allowed you to pivot. So I thought the flow of your conversation was great. The only small critique I had was like there was a couple times in his 10 minutes is like you were kind of cutting him off.
Yeah.
Like,
I was trying to figure out what to do with
Compare the rest of
response.
I
Yeah.
do the same thing all the time. That
Yeah.
can rub some managers wrong way. Super nitpicky thing, but I think you did great.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and I don't know if you felt it or noticed it, but at first you let him really lead, and then halfway through you really started leading the conversation, which I really like that methodology in sales. Also, you moved to close, and he gave you another objection. That's going to throw anybody off, but you did a great job. Just like, let's close out that objection and move to close again. So,
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate the feedback.
ABC, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I got the laminate slide, right?
That's all. You keep that contract. It looks better.
You got it. Good luck.
Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.